just across the Hudson from downtown Manhattan. We welcome you inside MetLife Stadium, East Rutherford, New Jersey. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Giants. We welcome you, Mike Tirico, alongside Greg Olson, the kicker, Brandon Aubrey. Set for the start, and off we go from East Rutherford. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Gun, they'll throw to get things going. And he'll be driven out of bounds, and that's a pickup of 8.
I think this is something that we can expect the rest of the day here, Mike, in the passing game. They love getting the running back involved early. And I think until the defense shows they got a plan to take him away, expect them to continue to find ways to get him involved in the passing game.
From the 38 now, here's second down and a yard.
Let's go now. 70 Lions.
Now they'll set up to throw. Down the field, it's caught on that left sideline. It'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
That pass play good for 22. First down, Giants.
On the jump. There we go. Sack. Like it, easy.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Throwing it right. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And the Cowboys are going to come away with the football.
And that's just got to be a really deflating way to start this game, Mike. I mean, you work on this opening script all week long with the expectation that you're going to start fast, and then you come out early, careless with the ball. They knock it loose and create the early takeaway.
First carry now for Jaden Blue. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4.
From the gun, Jackson. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. A pickup of 15 in the air. First down, Cowboys.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. That's Harrison in motion. On 1st and 10, Jackson. Open man is Marvin Harrison Jr. 19 more on that one, and another 1st down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. And think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
A 1st down throw for Jackson. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
It is 2nd and 6. The tight end, Allen, in motion. Again, it's Jackson. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
3rd and 6. To the air one more time with Jackson. Open man, right side. He's got it. Looking for the pylon, but the official right there is going to mark him out of bounds at the 1-yard line. They get 14 yards and set up 1st and goal. A great chance to convert that early turnover into points. Here's 1st and goal. Will score. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 2. Ooh. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. They'll try to get the running game going. His 1st carry, and not much there. Good defense, held to no gain.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. look to throw. The catch is made. This is Tucker Kraft. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
3rd and 6.
Here we go, set. 18 card, 16 by 6, 16 by 6.
He'll drop to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And that's what you call an inexcusable mistake. Sometimes you just have to understand there's no play to be made, no matter how hard you try. There's a fine line between being aggressive and being reckless. You just can't put the ball in harm's way.
180! 180!
Jackson now to throw on first down. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
I'm not so sure he would have picked up the first down had they connected either way, but still, disappointing outcome to not at least get a handful of positive yards on that last one.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
180! No, we changed it.
From the shotgun, here's Jackson. A ball deep for the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Touchdown, Dallas. Touchdown number 15 for him on the season. Aubrey now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Cowboys move out on top, 14-0. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. This one deep in the landing zone. He'll return it from the 2. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line.
At their own 18-yard line.
To throw here to begin the drive. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. The gun, he'll throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
At the 25-yard line.
Report!
Back to throw, Jackson. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
On the handoff, Blue. And he's able to find a crease. Get ahead for 7. He'll bring up 3rd down.
At the 18-yard line. That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
To throw is Jackson. We'll try and set up the tight end screen. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line. On fourth down, here's Brandon Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal try. No issues there. This one is good. And the Cowboys stake themselves to a 17-0 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Back out is Brandon Aubrey. He had the field goal a moment ago, and now he'll send this one away. Here comes a return from the 5. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. This one going to be sniffed out. Blown up in the backfield.
Well, the best screen plays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help him at all.
Hill look to throw. The second down throw is incomplete.
And I like this defensive game plan. When you're going against an elite quarterback like this guy, Mike, you have to get bodies in his face. You have to get him around his feet. You have to move him off his spot. Because if he can sit there in rhythm, on time, comfortable in the pocket, he's going to pick you apart. So it doesn't always have to be a sack, but you have to make him uncomfortable in the pocket.
3rd and long.
Let's go. 70 Timberwolves. Go street. Buffalo 18. Go.
Well, he just does beat the play clock as he'll set up to throw. That is hot! And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 80 yards. Touchdown, Giants. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Play action now. Jackson. Now a ball deep, middle of the field. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
2nd and 10.
Hey, report. Come on.
Throwing Jackson. To the tight end, Elijah Higgins. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. They get 12 yards on that pass. That's good for a Dallas first down.
12. And a Cowboy first down.
Now Jackson. Looking middle and complete with Allen. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His third catch goes for a first down. So after one, it's the Cowboys with the early edge. We're back to upstate New York in just a moment. On to the second quarter. Cowboys possess the football as they've got it with 1st and 10.
DC ready? Ready, shot! Come on! Ready! Ready, shot!
That's Harrison in motion.
Shot!
Jackson up top again. That's to the sideline and pulled in by Harrison. That's 13 more on that play. And quickly, another first down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes. And there is a lot of room to operate.
That's Harrison in motion. Jackson. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
That's Harrison in motion. Second down. Jackson. That's into the hands of Jaden Blue. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
It's not often that you see a running back be the one that the defense decides to double team in the passing game. But to me, this feels like the defense was tipped off. They knew what was coming. They knew where the quarterback was going with the ball. And they were able to put a stop to this one really before it got going.
Now a 3rd and 2. From the gun, Jackson. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete.
So prior to that third down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation. At that down and distance, they had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Force the incomplete, brings up 4th down.
No move for the field goal unit. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. Here's Jackson. That's taken in, and he's going to have the first down. So taking a chance there, playing with the lead, but it works out for them.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a first down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
The tight end, Allen, in motion. Again, it's Jackson. This pass caught. Right side, it's Allen. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. To the air one more time with Jackson. And complete there to Harrison. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point, and now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that, after this long drive, would be a bit of a letdown.
Ozzy, sit up, get hard.
They'll try to run this one in. Trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he's going to come up short.
This defense is able to get the hold here on first down, Mike, but they might have to do it 3 more times. I think if I'm this offense, I'm saying this is 4 down territory. I've got 3 more shots to gain 1 yard. Here you go.
Sit on, sit on. Sit on.
They'll go with him again. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Jaden Blue. Touchdown, Cowboys. So that is 2 touchdowns in this game, and now 15 for the year.
The kicker on.
What a standout performance early on in this one. That his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game.
And some backs, Mike, they just have a sense of finding the end zone and being able to finish off these runs. That's exactly what this guy has been able to do today, and we're just getting started.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Couldn't take the chance. They're going to return it from the goal line. And that's well done by the kicking team. He's only able to make it past the 15-yard line.
Their own 16-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. There's a short one caught by Kraft. And a good one here. He'll be marked down up past the 25-yard line. That is catch number 60 for the season.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins. And it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline. So as you go into halftime, you have something to build on. He just stays on his primary read just a little bit too long. I think if he gets that ball to his check down a little bit quicker, not only is the ball completed, but I think there's some room to run. So, again, certain quarterbacks are better than others. The ability to process and eliminate targets quickly to move on to the next, that's a skill that really just comes from experience.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Flush to his right. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up 4th down. The Giants sending out their punter. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. They'll start this on the ground with Blue. And he's going to be bottled up quickly after a gain of about 1. Tyleik Williams is there on the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Jackson now on 2nd down. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
DC, ready? DC. There he goes. Ready!
The shotgun, here's Jackson. That's over the middle and intercepted. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Cougar 19. Take go.
Handoff here, up the middle. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, New York. That touchdown number 23 for him on the season.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike, and you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched, and an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
Giants 14.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
That's Harrison in motion. On 1st and 10, Jackson. On throw here, right side, falls incomplete. Marvin Harrison Jr., the intended target. And that will lead to a 2nd down.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
Quick throw here is complete. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. A gain of 11 on that one. 1st down, Cowboys.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front. And I think I want to see a little bit more of this style from this defense. The key, Mike, is at that catch point, you want to create as much contact and be physical. Separate the ball from the intended receiver, and it's a great example there.
The tight end, Allen, in motion. Jackson now. That's complete to Blue. And they finally catch up with him, but it's a big play, taking it into the red zone. A huge play for Dallas. 33 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
Jackson now to throw on 1st down. That's to the end zone, but it is incomplete.
I think their sideline celebrated just a little prematurely, because if you look closer, Mike, it's pretty clear. The receiver did not possess the ball while having both feet in bounds. Missed opportunity there, incomplete.
That's Harrison in motion. 2nd and 10, Jackson to throw again. He'll throw it left and has his running back fighting for the goal line. They're going to stop him just short, but he has picked up the first down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
From the 1-yard line, 1st down and goal. Here's the run. No, he's not going to get in. In fact, they've shoved him backwards.
This is a play, Mike, that makes me want to run down there, throw on a uniform, and try to help out. I mean, I think at this point, I could help clear enough room to get 1 yard. Heck, I may be able to get 1 yard myself. That's disappointing that they're unable to capitalize.
Now back at the 4 for 2nd and goal.
180.
That's Harrison in motion. So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this. Line of scrimmage remains the 4-yard line. It's 2nd and goal. Man in motion, heading left. Now it's Jackson. A look to the end zone, and it's broken up. Incomplete. There was no space, no separation that time. That's going to bring it to 3rd and goal.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
Big play coming up. 3rd and goal.
Alpha, sit on. 180. Sit on. 180. That's right.
Man in motion, heading right. 3rd and goal for Jackson. That is high. What a job on the scramble. Touchdown, Dallas. His 2nd touchdown of this first half. And that is number 2, Greg. He is off to some kind of start to this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. He'll start at the 4. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional, you become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
And for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to bait these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their first read. By the time he gets to the 3rd or 4th read, in this case, the defender has already put himself in position. Jump that route, challenge the receiver, and that's a big-time takeaway.
A first down throw for Jackson. They try to set up the screen, but this one doomed from the start. It's incomplete.
This is teach tape. This is exactly how they teach defensive linemen to rush the quarterback. First order of business is obviously get a sack, get to the quarterback, disrupt the pocket. If you can't get there, get big in the throwing lane, and that's exactly why.
Throwing Jackson. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down. A give. Here comes Blue. It'll be a pickup of 10. That's good for a Dallas first down.
And that's a heck of a run there on 3rd and 1. So often these backs, they're just thinking, all right, just get 1 yard, pick up the first down. But not this guy. He's thinking, I know where the marker is, but I'm going to pick up as many yards after that as I can. That's exactly what he does. Fresh set of downs.
Jackson looking to throw. That is left side and taken in by Allen. And he is out of bounds at the 4-yard line. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
Sudden change. So you find yourself defensively a little bit on your heels. Your offense just turned the ball over, and now you've got to go out and make a stand. Well, so far this offense has moved the ball pretty quickly, but can they dig in and at least force a field goal?
Well, here's the chance to cap off a great half. They have it 1st and goal. That's Harrison in motion. Now Jackson. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
I'm not sure what it was, Mike, but there was something off about that play from the jump. I'm not sure if it was the body language or the on the line of scrimmage communication, but it was pretty clear to me that they weren't on the same page, and I think the result showed.
Here now, 2nd down and goal. Off the play fake. Jackson. This one caught just past the pylon. Touchdown, Cowboys. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have got to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
Hold it ready. 79 Broncos. And up. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. Exiting the pocket right. He runs with it. And he'll wind up getting about 4 before he's shown the sideline.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on 1st down.
2nd and 5. Look to throw. This is caught down that right sideline. 22 yards, the pickup there. That's good for a Giants first down.
40-yard line.
And after being shut down in the opening quarter, he makes his first catch here with that one, and they're going to need to continue to build off this if they plan on leaving here today with a win.
Back to throw. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And he won't get away. Good open tackle there to get him down behind the line.
We call them safeties because they're usually the last line of defense, but not here. On this play, he's up there at the line of scrimmage attacking the offense, and he takes him down for a negative play.
18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. 18 rep. 18 rep. Trap 60, trap 60.
He'll drop to throw. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes. Now a timeout. Giants, that is their second, as they stop it with 13 seconds to play in this opening half. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long.
Pack the 60, pack the 60.
Now they'll set up to throw. He'll let this go deep for the end zone.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position. Being able to get himself to a spot, get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And mark them down up beyond the 30. So we're at halftime. Greg and I will be back right after this. It's the National Football League on EA Sports. Now this is a surprise. Right out of the locker room, they'll try the onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Pretty bold call right there, but what you're looking for out of the locker room is just a spark of some sort. They thought they could get it on their special teams. They don't. Now they put their defense in a tough spot, trying to not allow them to extend this lead.
No. Sit on. No. Sit on.
From the gun, Jackson. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
Ready. Sit on. Ready. Sit on.
2nd down, Jackson. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
Easy, right? Ready. Sit on. Ready. Raise on.
Here's Jackson. Over the middle, it's Harrison. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now, decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down?
10-yard gain. But it's 4th down.
No, we changed it. Go ahead.
Jackson up top again. That's taken in. And he's going to have the 1st down. So taking a chance there, playing with the lead, but it works out for them.
Love the idea of going for it on 4th down. Anytime you're on your opponent's side of the field, Mike, you have to take advantage of that field position. You're too long for a field goal, but you're too close to the end zone to punt it. So going for it on 4th down is definitely the right move. Now you've got to take advantage of it and don't let it go to waste.
To the air one more time with Jackson. That's complete on the tight end screen. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Again, it's Jackson. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
Forced to his right, and he'll be taken down short of the first down. It is a gain of 8, but it leads to 4th down.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the first down. I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Back out is Brandon Aubrey. He had the field goal a moment ago, and now he'll send this one away. This one brought in at the 16-yard line. Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it.
At their own 31-yard line.
They'll begin here on the ground. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Running back looked a little unsure of himself on that carry there, Mike. You have to think back to that fumble earlier in the game. How much is that still weighing on his mind? He didn't really seem to attack that hole like we've seen in the past. He gets stopped for no gain.
They'll look to throw. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Ready. Come on. Set. 19, Cougar 19. Go.
They'll throw out of the gun. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
They were able to complete this pass, but how often do we see these running backs run these angle routes and they catch it in stride and run a hole through the defense? So I know the defense gave up some yards here, but it could have been a lot worse.
Set, go.
Out to his right. Now he'll air one out. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
That's one of those plays where you come off the field, Mike, and you're getting a lot of high fives. Hey, good job. But then that secondary's coach pulls you over to the side and says, hey, nice play. But next time, let's come away with the pick.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. Open man, left side. He's got it. A pickup of 12 yards. 1st down, Giants.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but here in the 3rd quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
They'll look to throw again. That is caught. What a throw. Tucker Kraft. Touchdown, New York.
All week, we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But, Mike, the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time. And what a great job by the offensive line, allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket. Let those deeper routes develop, be on time and accurate with the ball. And that's why this play is going to be a highlight all week. Let's give the big guys up front some credit.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Ready, shot. Shut up. You change it. Hey, Ozzy, shut up. Shut up.
On first and 10, Jackson. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
He just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
Big opening up the middle. And he's into the end zone yet again. Jadis Blue. Touchdown, Dallas. That's his third touchdown of the game, and it adds up to 16 now on the season. Taking care of business on the ground. They run it into the end to put 6 on the board.
Mike, some of the hardest elements to coach for a running back is vision and patience. And in this case, you saw both of them on display, and he's able to take the long run all the way to the house for 6.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. A good return as he takes it across the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
Here we go, set.
And a strong first down run, a pickup of 9, setting up second and short.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
Hold the ready. Let's go now. 60 by 6. 60 by 6. Ready.
The pressure, too much, and he goes down. Donovan Izaraku getting home to drop him. He's up to a dozen sacks now on the year.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. Now a shot here, deep middle. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. Third down stop sets up fourth down.
So here in the second half, it's obvious the offense finds themselves in a tough spot, trailing by this many points, but really what makes it difficult is when you have to operate, Mike, in a comeback situation where you have to air the ball out every single play, it stresses your offensive line, it stresses your quarterback, it stresses your playmakers. It is just a really difficult way to play offensive football in the NFL, and they've got to do it really for the remainder of this half. Yeah, in this game, Mike, it's just gotten away from them here in the third quarter. They're pretty much forced every possession. They're going to have to go for it and really press the issue, and I'm not even sure if that's going to be enough to get them back into this one.
Ready. Shut up.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. First down, Cowboys.
first down.
For that play to work, Mike, you have to distort the defensive line at the point of attack. And what that means is the offensive lineman, you need one of them to win their block. Move the defender out of his gap. Because when you do, you can see there is a nice run lane for the back to hit.
And good red zone running here, taking it inside the 10-yard line. Pickup of 8.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense. And that's exactly what they've been able to do.
They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2.
Alpha, sit on.
Again, it's blue. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
It's 3rd and 4.
180. Get on.
A run once more with blue.
He was brought down at the 8-yard line. A gain of 3 yards. It's now 4th down and 1.
So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. On for the field goal now, it's Brandon Aubrey. This, about as short as you can get. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Cowboys will add to their lead here in the 4th quarter.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Back out is Brandon Aubrey. He had the field goal a moment ago, and now he'll send this one away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. Now an opening past the 30.
The Giants,
and he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return.
18 Cardinal.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. On the move left. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
Ready? Viking 18. No station motion.
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle. Tucker Kraft was the intended receiver there. And 3rd down coming up.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
Two incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to 3rd down and 10. He's going to dial up another deep ball to the 20. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Giants. Well, it's not going to be enough. enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. It's still a payoff with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
No problem there on the extra point. And the Giants are able to edge a bit closer.
Giants 28.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The drive starts with a carry by Blue. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Ball on the 39. Here's second and 6. Out of the gun, a give to Blue. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4, and it leads to third down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. Third and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
Jackson on 3rd and 2. He's got his man. Allen with the connection. His 8th reception of the game. And good for a first down.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, that on third down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
They run straight ahead with Blue. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
The shotgun, here's Jackson. A throw there on second down, going to be incomplete.
I think this defense is wondering where some of these missed throws were earlier in the game. I mean, for a while it seemed like everything the offense did hit. And after that last incomplete pass, although this game's all but over, this defense will certainly take it.
Here's 3rd and 7. From the gun, they'll go with Blue. They'll mark him down there at the 33, but that is good enough. A run gives them a first down.
And this is just a defeated defense at this point in the game, Mike. It's been like this all day long. They just have not been able to get the stops when they've needed them. Here's another chance on third down, and they just can't make a play.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. A run with Blue. Not much happening there. Just a short gain.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Jackson. Moving outside the pocket. Inside the 10, it is caught. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a first down.
Big-time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the 4th quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So, really nice job here late. We're going to see if they can put this one out of reach.
From the 4-yard line, trying to punch it in. 1st down and goal. On the ground, it's Blue. And he's going to go backwards. Taken down at the 6.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal. Now it's from the 6-yard line. They'll run with Blue. And he'll get 3 yards here, down to the 2-yard line.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the 1st down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Line of scrimmage, the 2-yard line. It's 3rd down and goal. They'll run. And he's going nowhere. Met and dropped behind the line. And now it's 4th and goal.
That 3rd down stop, Mike, now changes the entire approach of this offense. You're thinking to yourself, all right, it's 3rd down. Let's run it on up in there. If we don't score, we still have 4th down in our back pocket. But now the defense takes you back for a loss. So what do you do now?
This has been quite the drive. 3 points would kind of feel like a letdown. So they're going to go for it here on 4th and goal. So it's a win here for the visiting Cowboys. They get the victory away from home in the division. So valuable. And they'll get another shot in their place next time later in the season. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.